Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Solo Sikoa will face Roman Reigns in a one-on-one clash at WWE Raw's premiere episode on Netflix on January 6, 2024. The Tribal Combat Contest is for the prestigious Ula Fala, which was once owned by Reigns. A loss at this point will certainly have repercussions for Solo Sikoa. Being the leader of the Bloodline 2.0, his credibility will take a huge hit if he loses this war against Roman Reigns. If Solo loses, he might also be shown the door by The Rock, who is also expected to return on the January 6 episode of Raw. The final boss has long been speculated as the secret commander of the Bloodline 2.0, calling shots for the heel group. It was subtly confirmed by Solo at Bad Blood when The Rock showed up during the ending segment of the show. Solo, who was standing with Jacob Fatu, could be heard saying, "It's part of the plan." That buttresses the fact that The Rock had indeed been in touch with Solo after WrestleMania 40. The final boss may kick Solo out of the faction, leading to Solo's face turn for the first time in WWE. That further would set the bout between Solo Sikoa and The Rock for WrestleMania 41. And who knows, the Bloodline 2.0 leader could retire The Rock in what may be the last WrestleMania for the WWE legend. A win at the Show of Shows would also kickstart a new run for Solo Sikoa as a babyface, and he might even enter the title picture. It was rumored that WWE might introduce a Tribal Chief Championship belt for Roman Reigns and Solo's match. However, the rumors were laid to rest after wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer confirmed that no such belt would be introduced. So far, Reigns and Solo Sikoa have not had a singles clash. The Big Dog, however, defeated Solo's Bloodline at Survivor Series War Games with the help of the Usos, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk. It remains to be seen what transpires during the on Netflix next month. As we look toward WrestleMania 41, there's an intriguing possibility emerging in WWE. The idea of Solo Sikoa turning babyface and potentially retiring a WWE legend. This would be an audacious and defining moment in the career of the 31-year-old powerhouse, whose dominant presence has been a fixture of WWE's bloodline-driven storylines. Let's explore how this shift in character could unfold and the possible ramifications it could have on WWE's grandest stage. Since making his main roster debut as part of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa has consistently portrayed a heel character, remaining loyal to Roman Reigns as the enforcer. His understated charisma and deadly in-ring style have made him an effective foil for WWE's top stars. However, Solo's evolution within the Bloodline story has begun to hint at a potential shift in his trajectory. He is the younger brother of the Usos, with ties to the most prestigious family in professional wrestling, and has yet to truly carve out his identity outside of being Roman Reigns' enforcer. Sikoa's character arc has been marked by moments of internal tension, particularly his interactions with his brothers, Jimmy and Jey Uso, who have alternated between being allies and enemies of Roman Reigns. While Roman's grip on the group has remained ironclad, Solo's loyalty has occasionally been questioned. These moments, subtle as they may be, have planted seeds for a future babyface turn, especially considering the fans' increasing support for the character. Over time, WWE fans have found themselves gravitating towards Solo, sensing that he is a man of honor caught in the larger web of the Bloodline. While Roman Reigns' reign as Tribal Chief has been dominant, Solo's no-nonsense approach and his stoic personality have earned him admiration. As fans continue to cheer him, a turn toward a more heroic character would feel like a natural progression. With Roman Reigns' time at the top becoming more embroiled in controversies, it's likely that WWE sees the potential in positioning Solo as a hero who seeks to break free from his brother's shadow. A babyface turn for Solo would open up exciting possibilities, especially if it involves a battle for leadership of the Bloodline. Fans love a redemption story, and Solo could potentially rebel against Roman Reigns, seeking to forge his own legacy as the rightful Tribal Chief. His transition from enforcer to leader of the bloodline could draw parallels to classic wrestling stories, with Solo standing tall as the man who finally defeats the tyranny of Reigns, and by doing so, cements his status as a fan favorite. Sikoa's in-ring ability is undeniable. His hard-hitting, no-nonsense wrestling style, combined with his strong presence, would translate perfectly into a babyface role. WWE could utilize his raw power and intensity to make him a crowd favorite, especially in the lead-up to his eventual showdown with Roman Reigns. This type of character evolution allows Solo to connect with fans who are looking for an authentic and tough hero, someone who isn't afraid to stand up to the top villain. A highly anticipated part of WrestleMania is the matches that feature WWE legends. Many of these legends are nearing the twilight of their careers, making it the perfect time to showcase a passing of the torch moment. If WWE decides to book Solo Sikoa's babyface turn and position him as the man to retire a legend, there are several possibilities to consider. The most natural opponent for Solo Sikoa would be his cousin, Roman Reigns. After all, Roman has been the center of the bloodline saga, and a rivalry between the two would be the culmination of years of tension. WrestleMania 41 could be the stage where Solo finally breaks away from Roman's grasp and challenges him for the title. This match would symbolize a changing of the guard in WWE, with Solo Sikoa stepping out of Roman's shadow and into the spotlight as the new tribal chief. While this would be an incredibly emotional and personal story, it could also have an overarching theme of respect. Solo could defeat Roman in a hard-fought, brutal match, signaling the end of Reigns' dominance. Roman could then retire from full-time wrestling, transitioning into a part-time role, passing the torch to Solo. This would not only establish Solo as a future star, but would mark a significant chapter in WWE history. Another plausible legend that could face Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41 is Edge. Edge has had a remarkable career, and after his recent return to WWE, it's clear that his time in the ring is winding down. A match with Solo would be an intriguing clash of styles, as Edge's experience and craftiness would be tested against Solo's brute force and youthful aggression. The retirement match against Solo would be a fitting end for Edge's career. The two could have a classic encounter, with Edge looking to cement his legacy and Solo attempting to solidify his own place in history. Given that Edge has been involved in several passing of the torch moments over the years, this could be a moment for Solo to rise to prominence, retiring Edge in a brutal, emotional contest. The symbolism of Edge putting over the next generation would be profound, with Solo coming out on top and securing his future as one of WWE's biggest stars. Finally, John Cena could be another viable option for Solo Sikoa's retirement match at WrestleMania 41. Cena's legacy as one of WWE's all-time greats is unquestionable, but with Cena's part-time schedule and focus on Hollywood, a match at WrestleMania could serve as a swan song for his wrestling career. Cena has never had a one-on-one match with Solo, and their personalities would contrast well, with Cena being the face of WWE's never-give-up attitude, and Solo being a stoic and intense force. A match between these two could be framed as a passing of the torch. Cena would put over Solo, with the latter's babyface turn giving fans the perfect hero to rally behind. Cena's endorsement of Solo would mark the moment when the next generation of WWE stars takes over the mantle. While Cena might not be officially retiring after the match, his story could play into Solo's character arc, with the young star securing his place in the annals of WWE history. The road to WrestleMania 41 would require careful planning, especially if WWE intends to build up Solo Sikoa as a top babyface capable of handling the legendary status of the opponent. Here's how the booking could unfold. Over the course of the year, Solo begins to show signs of wanting more. His loyalty to Roman Reigns is tested during key moments, especially when tensions with the Usos or other bloodline members flare. Solo's resolve to remain in Roman's shadow becomes more strained. Perhaps, after a shocking betrayal from Roman Reigns, Solo officially turns babyface, helping the Usos or another fan favorite to overcome the tribal chief's dominance. This moment could be a definitive turning point for his character. As the biggest stage approaches, Solo would begin to feud with his chosen legend, Roman, Cena, or Edge, building a story of respect, rivalry, and honor. Their match would be billed as not just a personal battle, but a generational shift in WWE. After a brutal contest, Solo would claim victory, retiring the legend and solidifying his legacy as the new face of the bloodline. This moment would mark a turning point in WWE history, with Solo Sikoa standing tall as a future superstar. Solo Sikoa's babyface turn and potential retirement of a WWE legend at WrestleMania 41 is a booking idea that would be filled with emotion, drama, and payoff. Whether he faces Roman Reigns, Edge, or John Cena, the culmination of this storyline would not only showcase Solo as a star in his own right, but would also serve as the beginning of a new era in WWE. Fans would witness the rise of a new top-tier talent, and Solo's career would be forever defined by his triumph at the biggest stage in professional wrestling.